handle a weekly lawn mowing that he's already estimated and has committed to weekly lawn mowing. This is a southern state business, so they've already started mowing. But basically the idea was he went out, he estimated the lawn mowing job for a weekly rotation. And after several cuts, the consumer said, instead of the weekly cutting, I want the bi-weekly cut. And his question was, should he raise the price? And if he should raise the price, how should he actually address that? So my lawn care company, the last 25 years in upstate New York, this has happened more than once or twice. So my opinion on this and the way we handled it in my business was we would absolutely raise the price. So it's a conversation that we'd have that was very candid and let the gentleman or lady that hired us that if they hired for a weekly service, that was the price that was quoted. And there was an actual price, or basically in the quote, a price quoted for skipped mowing. So let's just say this was a $40 a week weekly mowing. That included the mowing, the stick edging, the weed whacking, the blowing the clippings off the hard surfaces, and making sure all the clippings were mulched in and not clumpy. In addition, if they skipped the regular service lawn mowing without a 24-hour notice, we would automatically charge the full price of the mowing, the $40. If they called or emailed or text messaged the office before the 24-hour window period, we would charge 50% for that lawn mowing. And it was clearly stated in the estimate description and the invoice description that that was the price for a weekly lawn mowing. So the expectation was set that if we went to skip that lawn mowing, we would charge extra because of the extra work. It would take approximately 1.5 times longer if it was skipped in a regular mowing condition that needed to be taken care of. So that is being upfront and being transparent about your services and the expectations of pricing. So what we would do is literally have a very candid and transparent conversation with the consumer and let them know that unfortunately what we did quote you was a $40 mow. Our bi-weekly price happened to be 1.5 times on most lots unless there was extra weed whacking or something that was out of the ordinary. So that $40 cut would be a $60 bi-weekly mowing. Now, as the business grew and it got to a pretty good size, we pretty much didn't accept bi-weekly mowings in our upstate New York location because it was a challenging thing for scheduling and billing, and it wasn't the norm. But in the early years, we would set the precedence that if you went from weekly to bi-weekly, it would go in and raise that $40 to $60. So it would be 1.5 times. So we had a price matrix that would be built out so the office could literally go in, open up a new estimate, and click the bi-weekly price and the weekly, and they could see the price difference. And it clearly stated in the bi-weekly price why it was 1.5 times more. Very similar to if there was a fence gate on a property where we had to go from a 60-inch mower down to a 36-inch, there was a percentage increase because of the smaller mower in the backyard. And that was also clearly defined. So if the customer in a good scenario opened up and made a 61-inch gate where we get a 60-inch mower there, we could actually calculate that price for them on the fly. So the idea is be confident with your pricing, be transparent, and talk about why you need to raise that price. So when you raise that price, it's not a surprise. Now, a lot of our friends in the home cleaning industry may be watching this video and kind of shaking their heads. Sometimes it is a commonly asked question in home cleaning, but predominantly when you go to a different industry like home cleaning, which we work with a lot in our ecosystem, we are looking at it in the fact that a home cleaning company is going to probably quote a weekly, bi-weekly, and maybe an every 3 or 4 week quote. So the idea is they're very transparent. They give the options. For lawn care operations, I would not recommend giving the bi-weekly price. Standardize it on a weekly basis and get more reoccurring revenue and provide a better service. For home cleaning, a weekly or bi-weekly price could be a good option. So comments or questions, drop them below. But basically the idea is if you are doing a weekly mow and somebody requests to go bi-weekly, raise it traditionally around 50%, and the consumer then will know upfront what you're charging extra for, and have that transparent conversation. In order to keep you and your property looking the way it should, we need to charge for the extra time, and that's what that extra charge is for. So comments or questions, drop below. Hopefully it was helpful, but on a weekly to a bi-weekly, but we traditionally would charge 50% more and be very transparent in the estimate description and be able to have a standardized pricing matrix behind it.